Shalom. First off, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutations to the elect Akim out there pushing the word of truth and sincerity. And this video gonna be about enduring, for brothers who going through things, and also for myself, you know, whether it be, you being afflicted, by, bills, you can't pay your bills on times, or, you being spiritually, afflicted, you know what I mean? This is comfort. This is something to lift up your head, you know, as well as mine, to, hopefully to keep y'all going. This is First Corinthians 9:24-27. Know ye not that they which run in the race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that ye may obtain. So we running this race. We running this race, man. This race of what? The race of salvation, man. We running this race to the kingdom, man. That should lift brothers' heads up, man. Like, we running this. We not doing this. We are not doing this in vain or for no bullshit, man. We running this race for the kingdom, man. For righteousness to reign on earth, man. For righteousness to reign on earth, where you ain't gotta see your people die anymore, where you ain't gotta worry about death anymore, man. Where you ain't gotta worry about going off. That's the race we running. It says, know ye not that they which run in the race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that you may obtain. Run. Do the videos. Keep going to count, man. Constantly endure. Constantly stay meditated in prophecy and in the scriptures. Keep your head in the scriptures, man. We gotta do these things, man. Cause who don't want this prize, man? Who don't want this to happen on the earth, man? I know I do. Saying every man that's striving for the mastery is temporary in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible, man. You got people out here that's running, the race you call they dreams, like the American dream. They want to become the best drummer. They want to become the best singer, best actor, dancer. That's a corruptible crown, man. Cause that's a fucking corruptible crown, man. But we are striving for an incorruptible crown, man. An everlasting crown, man. One that's never gonna fade. One that's never gonna fade away, man. We striving for that crown of righteousness, man. The crown of knowing, the crown of knowing the operation of the elements, the crown of wisdom. You know what I mean? The crown of rulership over our people, man. Man. Righteous rulership. It says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means when I have preached unto other, I myself should be a castaway. So we got to keep running, man. We got to keep running, man. We got to constantly endure, man. When you get them thoughts in your head, man, rebuke it, man. Rebuke it. When you get them thoughts to tell you to fall out, man, rebuke that shit, man. But I keep on, he said, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway, man. So you got to keep you can't listen to them demons, man. You got to really realize what you doing this for, man. This is for the kingdom, man. You got to rebuke them demons, man. That come into your head, man. Rebuke them, so you won't be a castaway, man. Because when you fall out, none of your righteousness going to be remembered, man. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 7 through 8. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto them all, but unto all them also that love his appearing, man. So man, if we endure, man, we got a crown. We got a crown waiting up for us, man. If we constantly push out and do the Lord's business, man, and say fuck this world, man, because this world evil as fuck anyway. And just say fuck this world, man. We got a crown, man. We hopefully got a crown, man. That crown, man. Trying to let brothers know, man, the reason why we, to do this, man. To keep your eyes on the prize, like the brothers always say. Keep your eyes on the prize, man. This is Sirach, chapter 2, verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble, man. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Constantly endure, man. Constantly endure, man. Not only for the kingdom's sakes, man. Not only for the kingdom's sake, but for righteousness' sakes, man. Constantly endure, man. Like I'm sick of seeing niggas. I'm sick of getting demons in your head to make your eye evil towards your brother. I'm sick of that curse, man. I'm sick of that fucking curse, man. The eye evil towards your brother, man. Like man, we gotta constantly endure so that curse can be taken off of us, man. That curse could be totally wiped away from us, man. This is the reasons I'm trying to show brothers the reasons why we're fighting in this thing, man. You know, because we not fighting in vain, man. You know what? Hold up. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. So our labor is not in vain, so we gotta keep enduring and keep enduring. I'm talking to myself, you know. I'm talking to myself because you know we in this flesh, ain't nobody know, we ain't no super Israelites and nothing like that, man. Peter didn't know he was going to deny the Lord, you feel me? But hey, he did, man, because the Lord told him it was in his will. So hey, we gotta constantly, check ourselves, put our bodies in subjection and constantly endure, man. You know, say Lord willing to all things, man. You know, we gotta constantly endure, man, because we fighting for something. We fighting for something beautiful, man. Fighting for something beautiful, man. Matthew 6:19-21. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. So we laying up treasures in heaven, man. Every time you push out a video, that's treasures in heaven. Every time you do good and you do righteous works, man, that's treasures in heaven, man. That's treasures in heaven, man. Like, and he said, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. So if you constantly doing this work, man, in truth and sincerity, you laying for yourself treasures in heaven, then your mind is gonna constantly be on heavenly things, man. And them heavenly things, man, is the kingdom, man, righteousness, no more curses, no more death for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. No more sinning, none of that negative stuff, man. That's the treasure, man, and that's what we want to endure for, man. We want to endure for that, man. Another one, Revelations 21:7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. He that overcometh what? This world, these afflictions, these fucking trials and tribulations, man. He said, he that overcometh shall inherit all things. The heathens, the earth, man. He said, for the meek shall inherit the earth, man. They inherit all things, man. When the Lord mean all things, he meant all things, man. And I will be his power, and he should be my son. Khan. So that's what we endure. We endure and inherit all things, brothers. And righteousness. And righteousness, man. I'm gonna get this scripture and then go to the beginning scripture, to end it all. This is Matthew 19:28. Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Khan, he said, if you follow him in the regeneration, we in the regeneration right now, man. We in the regeneration now, man. And that's why, brothers, we gotta count it all joyful and gladness, though we much wisdom is much grief. Though it's not happening when we want it to happen, we still gotta count it all joy that we got this truth, man. We following the Lord in the regeneration, man. We following Yahweh Shah in the regeneration, man. The reincarnation, man. And what he say? If you endure to the end, And Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man, Yahweh shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So we wanna judge the 12 tribes of Israel, man, righteousness, man. We wanna be kings, man. We wanna be kings and priests to the only living power, man. We want to be kings and priests unto the only living power, man. Can you imagine that, man? This is what we're fighting for. This is what we're fighting for. We're fighting to fucking sit and rub elbows on the thrones with Yahweh Shah, man. God's son, though. God's son, man. Like, we gotta, I be having to sometimes really, put it in my head, like, man, God's son. Like, do you hear that? God's son, Yahweh Shah, man. Like, that's what we fighting for, man. You know? But, I'm gonna end it off with this one, man. 1 Corinthians 9:24-27. I'll tell you, I'm gonna end it off with the first one I got. It says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that ye may obtain Akim. And every man that striveth for the master is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible, man. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway, man. So run, brothers. Run, continue to run, and remember what we fighting for, man. Constantly remember what we fighting for. Rebuke them demons, man. Rebuke the demons. Rebuke the demons, because they out here, man. The Lord told us in the scriptures, man. Said when you come to serve me, prepare thyself for temptation. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So we gotta, man. We gotta count the cost, and we gotta endure. We gotta remember why we in this. We gotta remember why we in this, man. It's a goal, you know. And the prize at the end of the race, man, is beautiful, you know. So with that, I hope that lifted brothers' heads up, man. To brothers who going through things, man. I hope that lifted y'all heads up, to hey, y'all keep going, man. Because even if I'm not a part of the elect, man, I hope I hope this reach a elect member, man. I hope this reach a elect member, to lift his head up, to keep going, to fight for our nation, man. With that, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutations to the elect Akim out there, and truth is elect Akim out there preaching the word and truth and sincerity, man. And run, man. Run and don't stop running till you cross the finish line and get that crown, man. Shalom.